How do you know if somebody is really your friend? Look at how they treat other people that's close to them. Look at how they talk about them people with you. Do you hear them talking about other people with other people? You feel what I'm saying? So you definitely want to look at that, because that shows their morality. That shows how they are deep down inside. Peace, balance. Your girl Mystique Moon here. Hey, little stars, what's up? Back with another video. Welcome to She Sound Off, where we heal your spirit, practice self-transformation, and learn to live in our highest consciousness in the highest version of ourselves. And let's get right into this shit, because this ain't gonna be no long video. We're going to get back to the basics of healing. In addition to those series, those videos that I'm going to put out, I'm also going to be focusing on a chakra, one of the chakras in your chakra system. For those of you who don't know what the chakra system is your 7 focal points in your body associated with balance when it comes down to your body, your mental, your spiritual. Tonight, I am focusing on my throat chakra because it's story time. I'm going to tell my story. How do you know if a person is really a friend? How do you really know? Like, really know? Like, you see so many people go through friends. Like, I know, like, I have people in my life that cannot sustain a healthy friendship to save their damn life. Now, is it them or is it them? Right? Like, you got to sometimes ask yourself, if you can't sustain a healthy relationship with no one, is it the people or is it you that have the problem? That's what I ran into. So about 2 years ago, I ran into someone and we immediately hit it off. I was at the beginning of my healing journey, and you know, the what at the time friendship that I thought was friendship, it basically took off. You know, we fed off of each other's energy, and I firmly believe that we fed off each other's energy because at that time in my life, I was really low. Like, I was vibrating at a very, very, very low space in my life. I didn't know it at the time, because at the time, I wasn't into healing and all that good shit. So I just knew that I was feeling messed up, right? So I'm guessing that's how I attracted this woman. That's what I'm going to go with, you know, because once I hit a certain plateau in my life, I started to notice and see certain things that just threw me the fuck off, right? But at the time, like I said, I thought that was a friend. That, in fact, I thought that she was like a sister to me. You know, that's how I looked at it. And let me tell y'all something. I am very loyal. Okay, I have friendships. Every single one of my friendships has sustained for over 10 years, okay? And I can attest, I have people that can attest that in fact, my longest friendship, which is that's still my best friend. Yeah, my best friend. We got shake and bake tattoos because she's my best friend. We went and got them together, but we've been friends for over 20 years, okay? So I met her and everything was going good. She has started this organization called Women of Alignment. And the reason I'm bringing this up is, if you guys go on my lives, you will see us doing these videos, these Women of Alignment videos on live. And the one that you see talking the most, the one that looks, I ain't gonna be mean. Hold on one second, because I got a drink. Y'all, I'm still drinking out of my hospital cup from when I had the baby. I love this cup so much. Oh my God. Ain't nothing like the fucking hospital cups. Don't play with it. Don't play with it. Anyway, so the friendship is sustained. We started to go into business with this organization. I became co-founder because your girl don't play no games when it comes to business. I'm about my shit, right? And so I became co-founder, doing most of the back end work with everything. And then we decided for her to come to live in my home with me and my children. And that's when things took a left turn. So how do you know when you really know a person? How do you know if a person is really your friend? Live with them. Okay, live with them, right? And then not only live with them, like break up the friendship, break up the relationship, and watch how they move. That's how you really know a person's character. But anyway, so when she came to live with me, there was a lot of red flags that I saw that I didn't know existed. But because I'm loyal, because I understand that we are all people and everyone has flaws, everyone has things that they need to heal past, trauma that they need to work on, rather than me look at those red flags, yellow flags, if you want to call them that, and ask myself, is this something that I want to, deal with in a friendship, in a family ship? Is this something that, I can roll with or look past? Rather than doing that, I just said, you know what, forget it. And I just looked past the shit. And it wasn't things that was happening within our friendship. It was more so things that was happening that I saw her, the way that she moved with other people, and see me, I'm like, well, she ain't moved that way with me, so why should I worry about it? Wrong move. Okay. Wrong move. If you are in a friendship or a family ship, and I say family ship because I think I looked at her more like a family ship. It's like a friendship and a family blended, right? I had to let her come live in my home. But if you're dealing with a friendship and a family ship and you see how they're moving with other people, that right there alone shows you what kind of character they have. For an example, if you have someone in your life and they talk constantly talk, not just vent, because sometimes venting isn't dog ain't talk about, but if a person is consistently talking about other people, deflecting or blaming other people for their fucked upness, that's their character. That's literally who they are in a nutshell. And I saw things like that, but I looked past them. I overlooked them. And eventually, there was a blow up, a situation that happened. And this time the blow up consisted of money. You really want to know if a person is your friend, involve money. And that's when shit really went left. Because here I am holding this woman, this grown woman who even grown it in me down. And I'm not going to act like she didn't contribute to my life in no way, because it would be ridiculous for me to have someone in my home who wasn't contributing anything. That's like another child. You know what I mean? It was almost like that, but not to this fullest. But so she definitely contributes some things, but for the most part, I ran the household. I was responsible for basically everything, right? And I did understand that she was going through depression. She was going through some things financially, but the fuck so was I. But still, she has no kids, and as mothers, we can't just sit around and wait for things to fall out the sky. We have to get out there and make shit happen, right? So she had no children, and she don't understand that concept. And so basically, she was living off me for the most part. And money came in, and I requested money. I was asking her to help me, because at this time when that money came in, it's like a lot of factors that was playing, I would say, for me, but at the time I felt like against me in that moment. She gonna have our back because we're living in this situation together. And what did she do? What do you think she did? She bailed. In a lateral sense, because I had to put her out of my house. She didn't feel like she should contribute to, the households, in my opinion. Like, I felt like she should have, after living there for over a year and barely, not nothing, but barely helping out with household expenses for over a year. And for the most part, helping your friend while she was down. That was my biggest thing. So I end up putting her out of my house. I end up ending the family ship. I end up walking away from the organization, and that ended that. So that's my story. That's my truth, without getting into detail, because that's not important. What's important is, number one, I looked over the red flags because it wasn't a man. And I'm going to be just real blatantly honest with y'all. How many of y'all look at red flags in friendships or family ships? Do you give that same energy when it comes down to those red flags to your family ships that you do your boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife, or partner, life partner? Do you give that same energy? No, a lot of us don't do that. A lot of us look at it as friendships, and we automatically think because we hit it off or we have something in common with that person that we're compatible as friends. It's not always the truth. That's not always the case. This is what I learned coming out of that situation is when I choose people that's going to be in my inner circle, when I align with people, even though it's a season, I have to really look at them and say whether it's if I'm compatible with them. That's number one. Number two is check the person's moral compass. How do you know if somebody is really your friend? Look at how they treat other people that's close to them. Look at how they talk about them people with you. Do you hear them talking about other people with other people? You feel what I'm saying? So you definitely want to look at that because that shows their morality. That shows how they are deep down inside. And make no mistake, the same way that they're treating them people that you see and hear them treating, they will definitely treat you the same. That situation has caused me to look at friendships from a whole nother fucking perspective, straight up. Okay. Now, their moral compass, their compatibility, and check how they move on a day-to-day basis, on a regular basis. How do you know if a person is your friend? How are you moving? Are we moving in alignment? Are we moving in the same? We don't have to be moving the same, but we have to be moving in some sort of aligned way to where I feel like, okay, I can rock with you. Rhythmatic kind of movement, you know. Just because I can sit and chop it up with you, just because you say you want to accomplish these things, are you moving in that direction to accomplish these things? You can fuck around and get around somebody thinking that they're your friend, thinking that they're your family ship, thinking that they're, good business partners or whatever. And then they can literally hold you back because their energy is nasty, shaken, stagnant, and trifling. Straight up. And then you'll look up and you're like, damn, what happened to me? Well, you have attached yourself to some energy that wasn't in alignment with the way you were moving. That's literally what happened to me. And so you have to be super fucking careful who you are aligning your energy with. And you have to check if they're moving in the same way as you. The other thing is, if you are dealing with someone and you get into a indifference with that person, how they move during that indifference will show you what kind of fucking friend they are, if they are in fact your friend. That showed me everything I needed to know, because the moment I stood up for myself and I didn't allow a motherfucker to walk all over me or to use me, continuously use me, because I was being used, very, very much so used, but continuously being used. I was this, that, my household was this, that, my kids was this, that. It was trifling. You are trifling, okay? And so how is that person move when you are in an argument with them? See, I didn't even mean for this video to go 15 minutes. Okay, my throat chakra is chakraing right now. It is chakraing right now, right? So that's how you know, y'all. Be aware. Be aware of the people that surround you. So this is what we're gonna do. This is where we're gonna end it. Analyze your friendships, your family ships. Okay, your family is your family. The blood family is your family. You ain't got to be around them, but at the same time, that's blood. You know what I'm saying? But your family ship is people who you made your family. That was your friend. So they're your friend, but they're your family. Analyze them. Like, really figure out if you are compatible with that person, just like you would be compatible in a romantic relationship. Of course, the relationship isn't romantic, but you spend a lot of time around your friend. A lot of time around your friend. You tell them everything. You tell them like all of your business for the most part, and maybe not all of it, but you tell them a lot of shit. They know more about you than most people that knows. Now, while you're running all this business to this person, can I depend on you to hold that shit when it's time? Can I depend on you if we get into an argument, if we fall out, will you tell them my secrets? That's your moral compass. That's who you're dealing with on a day-to-day basis, okay? And that's who you're sharing energy with. So check them out. How do you know if that person ain't your friend? They're probably not your friend if you have to question it. While you're going through those analytics of that person, if you question any of those things, their moral compass, your compatibility with them, and how they're moving, any one of them come up to question, there's that loyalty. Check it. All right? Check it. I just literally went through it and I've learned this, and I definitely want to spread that across to somebody to warn them, make them aware. Make them aware, because I swear, y'all, let me tell y'all, it's so important who you are sharing your energy with. Okay? My loyalty was never wavered. The love was genuine and real for me as a family ship, just like it's genuine and real with every last one of my friends. I love them with my whole heart. What do Mystic Moon always say? Lead with your heart and everything else will follow. Even if leading with your heart leads you to a situation like this, because now I know. Because not everybody is worth your time. Not everybody deserves you, your hard effort, your hard work, or your energy. All right. So we will end it there. I hope that that resonated with somebody. If you have a friend, a friendship, if you're questioning the friendship, chop it up with me. Leave a comment below. And I don't never say this in my videos, but y'all subscribe to She Sound Off. We're up. Okay. We're up. That's it. That's all. All right. So remember that self-preservation is the first law of nature. Love yourself before you love anything and anybody else in this world. And remember to always lead with your what? Your heart chakra, your heart chakra, your heart chakra, and everything else will follow. Until next time, peace out, subscribe, bye.